So then Mark Briscoe was in the ring all by himself for a promo, and I'm like, thank God. He doesn't have all these idiots that he's usually interacting with around him. And apparently he's the Ring of Honor World Champion for whatever that means. And he did a great babyface promo like he always does, and people like him. And he declared himself on Team AEW for Blood and Guts, which is, they announced they were going to have this, and now they're stuck with it. And I don't know if it's necessary. I'm pretty sure it's not necessary. And then suddenly Jungle Jack hits the ring and attacks him from behind. And what they're doing, again, they're feeding the top twinks all of the baby faces that Tony Khan's booking hasn't totally killed off, because they just like Mark Briscoe because he's great. So they've, this guy fucking beat him up. And they put the Buckaroos together with O'Cody, because people still, not probably as much as they did before, but they still like him. It's diminishing. Or, anybody that they can make, not make popular, but not destroy the popularity of. Now they're starting to feed into these guys' world. And then Kyle O'Reilly came in and made a comeback on Jungle Jackoff, and then O'Cody came in and clotheslined him. And then, at least it's the exciting, like, wrestling arena sound, right? While all this is going on. But then as soon as the Buckaroos strut out on the stage wearing their finest douchebaggery, you hear the boo, like, oh, fuck, not this shit. Boos. And they have to come out and give Mark Briscoe their little knee lift. And then the Acclaim music plays, and they and Billy Gunn come out. The heels just bail out. That's it. So they just to beat people up that the fans still give a shit about. We got to be subject to their fucking interference in this overall scheme of things. Your thoughts?
So let's talk about how bad the booking is here. Jack Perry returned. It's never really been explained on TV why he's a scapegoat or whose scapegoat he is. Returns, beats up Tony Khan, gets a neck injury from the heels, who are also his executives. His dad comes out there concerned. Next thing we see, he's smiling and having a good time in a neck brace at the the NFL draft. No real good follow-up on TV. Now it's going to be this blood and guts match that no one's demanding in Nashville. Team AEW is going to be random people? Because I like Mark Briscoe, and I think his promos the last few weeks have been a highlight. But he's been used like shit, and he doesn't matter. He's going to be on Team AEW. Presented. Yeah, he's on Team AEW. The Acclaimed, are they going to be on Team AEW? Because that doesn't give you a lot of hope for this blood and guts match. No disrespect to them, but it should be big star Team AEW. When it was Team WCW, it was Luger and Sting and Randy Savage, the biggest guys we have to fight the NWO.
But maybe that's the wrong Team AEW, because half the people on the other team are actually vice presidents of AEW.
Who, by the way, let's go back to the bad booking, who are still doing whatever they want. They had Taz removed from the building on this show, even though Tony's established he's in the back. He's in the back running things, and he's got Christopher Daniels as his stooge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Daniels is there too. They're all there.
This whole thing has been booked so bad. Look at everything with WWE and the Bloodline over the last 3 months, 4 months, and then look at everything with AEW and the Bloodline over the last 3 months, 4 months. With Tony Khan getting beat up by his highly paid, the highest paid tag team in wrestling history, beat up the billionaire owner of the company, and no one gives a fuck. No one gives a shit. The only way people could care less is if Sasha Banks was in this, too. No one gives a shit about any of this. And they're going to be in Nashville. Watch, Tony should make an offer for that Hawk Tua girl. She lives in Nashville. She'll be at the fucking pay-per-view. Let her be on Team AEW, because you spit all over us, Tony, with this bad booking. Thank you. You know what that means. Back to Jim.